My goal here is to break this man's kidneys, ruin his ability to breathe, lay him down face first. To do that, I obviously need to get to the kidneys. And the way we're going to start this off is by breaking his rib cage on the liver and ruining his arm. I'm going to be striking to the ulnar nerve and radial nerve as they run along the back of the arm, and striking into the liver with my palm up in a chop to knock the wind out of him, buckle him, and allow me to turn the man. Doing these two things, once again, these doubles are focused to a single point. They happen to be focused to a single point inside of Ron's body. So I step in 1-2 like this. I'm driving with my body weight laterally to get this to start. I'm going to grab a fistful of meat along the back of the triceps and turn Ron to rotate him and see the back. Now, I'm striking the kidneys. I'll be quite honest with you, most people strike far too low for the kidneys. It's very common to strike just above the ilium on the pelvis, just above the sacrum. And most people, when they're hitting the back, tend to strike about here. But this is nothing but air for the most part. If that was just the skeleton in your old high school bio class, this would be air. And that's not what we're trying to punch. We're trying to break ribs. Now, the kidneys themselves hang rather low in relationship to the rib cage, but our goal, Ron, if you can put your arms out to the side there, our goal is to punch him where the latissimus dorsi pretty much terminate on the rib cage as far as our angle here. So go ahead and hang your arms back down, Ron. As you see with the arch of his back, at this point in time, it becomes, well, not on Ron, but on me, it becomes the love handles. And our job here is to punch just above those. As I strike into here, I'm going to be getting into the 10th intercostal space along the, just above and along the false ribs on the back, or the floating ribs rather, on the back here. And then I'm going to have the structure that I need inside of his body to really transfer the kinetic energy and break things. And in the process of putting all this energy in, I'm able to break Ron's ribs, lacerate his kidneys, and drive him face first. So let's go ahead and step back just for one round here. So I'm here, chop 1-2, I rotate him, and now my job is to put both my fists together, pretty much like a battering ram, and drive my leg in between Ron's legs, as much energy as I can possibly muster. This is once again grabbing into the closet, pulling out the biggest stick I can possibly find, which happens to weigh 150 plus pounds. My job now is to drive all the way through to knock him down onto his face. I'm going to load up, drive through, and then once he's flying away, I can extend my arms. But I can't punch with my arms while he's standing. He just weighs too much. Rather than letting my arms bounce back, I'm going to drive all of that force into him, dump him onto his face, and I can see everything else going out the door.